laughing, always smiling. Okay, we're judged for. Day 2 of the 2023 NBRC convention in Southern California. Today we're at the first flyer, Arnold Jackson. I've known Arnold for a while, but I don't think I've ever had a chance to really talk to him about his birds in any depth. So this will be a quick in-depth. But so Arnold, how long you had rollers?
Just young kid, 7.
So about 30 years.
40 years.
Okay, all right. So what birds did you start out with, or what up to what you're playing with now?
First birds I started with were pet shop pigeons. Got some birds from a guy by the name of Doug Thorley. From that point on, I just started picking up birds, and then got into dealing with the Pensum family. It's a tough time because of predators.
Yeah. So, all right, Arnold, anything else you want to add before we kick them up? Or?
No, we just put them up.
All right. Thanks, NBRC convention. We're at the second flyer. Is Jaime Calvo, Camp 119. Here's your sign. One of our club challenge flies. And anything else you can help out.
Black son.
All right. So Jaime, how long you had rollers?
Like 35 years.
35 years. So you're picture 1.
You can say I was like 2. Well, so they give me a bottle, I start having pigeons. I start dreaming about them.
And so over the years, what have you played with? What are you working with now?
Well, I built with a few families that was coming along. I had Cornell Noel birds. I had Gil Ram birds. I had a little bit of Abel, some Long Reed, and some ring meat birds. I just started weeding and weeding through the birds, flying them, going through them and see what works for me. And something out to find out that I had 7 minutes work for me real good, a little bit of ring meat in the family, and some Gil Rand in the family. And I tied all the families together, and I made my own family of birds, and I call them the Jack the Rippers. Right. So I basically built my families within families.
Jack the Rippers. All right. And then it was Sal Mendez, right?
Sal
Part of
Mendez,
that,
yes, sir.
That mixture. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
A lot of time with his birds online. You can always check them out. Always laughing, always smiling.
Tell what Josh for.
And anything you want to add before you kick them out?
I want to thank everybody for coming out. This is what it's all about right here. Thanks to the NBRC for doing what you're doing. You're doing a great job. Thanks to Danny. Thanks to all the people. But right now, what we're doing in Southern California, we are trying to work with a membership where we're going to get kids involved and we're going to mentor them to kind of help out the kids now to grow. Yeah. Because that's what we need in our neighborhood. And that's what we're trying to do now. So LA Boys trying to step our game up to help out more kids to get into the hobby and do the best we can to guide them and take them on our wing.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So, man, I thank everybody for coming out. And
I'm the junior director of the NBRC, and I've been doing a junior job on that. But I got some plans. It's just the time.
Okay.
So we can piggyback on that.
And at the end of the day, let me just make this clear, y'all. It's never about me. It's about us. If it's not about us, it don't even fit in my shoes. So when you see me, it's about us. It's not about me shining. It's about all of us. And this is the guy that had a lot to do with me doing what I'm doing. Him, Ray Lewis, and all that, y'all. And I think everybody that's been around me that has helped me out at the time. But this is about us, not about me.
What's your character? What's your character and your positive? Why ain't no pain on the law? Now, that's what it relates to transfers over to everybody else. Keep that up. Pain on you and ain't none on the law.
All right.
Because this is a masterpiece right here. That's why. It's a Picasso.
It looked like one.
I can't have no law like that.
Problem out there.
Terrible.
Terrible out there too? Is it just as bad out here?
Well, every house we were at yesterday we saw, except one house, I think everyone else got a peregrine.
Everybody got a peregrine.
Shit for everybody, isn't it?
Man, it's hard to stay in. What's going on, man?
How's it going, man?
What's your name and what club you from?
Dallas, man. From Secret Society, man.
Yeah.
All I got is 5 fingers of a plastic glove and it's full of coffee. Sugar bean. 600.
Day 2 of the Southern California 2023 NBRC convention. We're at flyer number 3. It's a nice, cool fall day here, and for us desert rats. But anyway, Flyer number 3, Keith London, well known, well respected. I've known Keith for advantage of doing the interviews. You get to talk to each person a little bit more in depth. So Keith, how long you had rollers?
No, don't make me tell my age exactly.
Well,
let's say
we've been taking care of that.
Let's
on the
say
other end.
maybe 40.
So you're 41, right?
Yeah, 40 plus years.
Okay, 40 plus years. All right, and then so over the years and up to now, what have you been playing with as far as birds and how it progressed to what you're playing?
Well, I had some of everything. I first really got serious in the roller had the birds from Raybon Hall. D-Mar-based birds. It's from this built from with Sam Gutierrez and Eddie Scott.
Okay.
Then I had my own line I made from this bird called Smoke. And that's pretty much what I have, pretty much with a little addition of some jackanets. Now I added some South African in there, infused in there. Thus the name, you hear me say Lisa Project, is London Infused South Africans. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Your smoke line,
yeah,
which is just a combination of everything.
Combination, yeah.
Everything you've been playing with. Yeah, a lot of people are trying out the South Africans, including myself. I got a better guy doing them for me that told me I don't got what it takes for that. But anyway, we'll talk about Keith. So, Keith, I know you've been big in the inner city area. You're a big celebrity now with the Pigeon King documentary, where it's not really about Keith, and it's not always about the inner city. It's just really let people know that this roller thing is a hobby. It's a passion. It becomes a way of life, and it can help people out. You'll get them out of some bad situations, but just to show the whole world that this roller hobby is a passion, something you helped create it. So
I got into a bad
appreciate
situation
that.
because of pigeons.
Yeah, well, we all been there, done that. Probably, but so appreciate that, Keith. Anything you want to add before you kick your birds out? Well, we got a captive audience, or
I just hope they show y'all a little something.
all right.
They will. I got faith in you.
Thanks much.
These little small babies that was dying after about 4 or 5 days. And I took them out to individuals, I threw them in there. That's when they started producing. But it was like 20 kids.
Just don't do well in small free boxes.
But now they're pretty good in there. That's it.
Birds up. Ooh, that chick fast.
Continuing day 2 of the 2023 NBRC convention in Southern Cal. We're in the LA area. It's pretty getting a little warm even for us desert rats, but and we had to skip a couple guys because of the schedule and timing and all that. So we appreciate them allowing. Now we're at Pablo Vega's house.
Yes.
So Pablo, how long you had rollers?
25 years, man.
25 years. Okay. And so what'd you start out with, and what brought you to what you're working with now?
I ain't gonna lie, I started with some commies, and my neighbor said to get rid of them because they were commies. I'm like, what you mean? And then he gave me some rollers from there.
Yeah.
And then from right there, I started going out there to the shows and started seeing the difference from the other birds, and got into the rollers and left the commies alone. Yeah, and then I met on Reed and I like what I saw there, and I just started getting bursts from him. And
Reed stuff?
yeah, Reed bursts and a little bit of Higgins here and there. And right now I'm adding a little bit of Randy Gibson too, because I like the way the bursts perform, and they're not that deep. As you guys can see right here, deep bursts right here will bye-bye.
Yeah.
They will die.
All right. So anything you want to add before you kick them up? Well, you got a captive audience here?
Well, hopefully I can give you a show, man, because I hope he don't come either.
Yeah, well, we hope to.
Yeah, all right.
But either way, thanks for flying.
Oh, you're welcome. Excuse me. Want to get that stick right here?
I believe it. Someone everyone needs. I believe it. Someone everyone needs. I believe it. Someone everyone needs. I believe it. Someone everyone needs.
Continuing on day 2 of the 2023 NBRC convention in Southern California. We're in the LA Empire City area, I guess it's called.
South Central.
Downtown. All right, all the way downtown. So we're over here, Chris Garland. He's a 5th flyer today. And so Chris, get to know a little bit about you. How long you had the birds?
These birds, I had them since about 4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years? All right.
About 4 or 5 years.
And you appear to be you haven't aged much, but you appear to be one of the younger guys in the group. Huh?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good group around you. So what started you in the birds, and what progressed, and what birds you've been working with? Where are you at now with them?
Well, when I started visions with my husband, and he used to take me around Sean House. Sean Norwood, where we went yesterday, and ever since then I was young, and got hooked into the birds. We started flying when my brother got some birds back in 2015. And we had birds for every year.
So what's the background of most of them flying now? John Norwood still? Or?
No, Mike Walden, Donald Letton, and Lil Keith London.
Okay. A pretty good trio.
Yeah.
And you're one of the twins, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right. Twin number 1, though, right?
Right.
All right. So
he should be here in a minute.
Yeah. So anything you want to add while we got you? Anything you want to say, or before you kick your birds out? Or?
Appreciate everybody coming. You know, birds, they gonna do what they gonna do. You know,
Put them up for fun.
Yeah, put them up. Yeah.
So now, should we interview your twin too at this place?
Yeah, you can when you get here.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I believe it. Everyone. I believe it. Someone everyone needs. I believe it. Someone everyone needs. everyone needs.
Hey, we're last flyer at G Wheels here. It's about 1:30. It's a little warmer than normal for a fall day in the desert, but Will's gonna still put him up. You know, he goes by, well, I call him Will, but any from G Wheel to Quill to
Will.
and I won't say what other people would call him, but anyway. But Will's been running RD in the region, trying to bring it back out like the other guys in Southern Cal. He's been very competitive. He's been racking up them master flyer points like candy, man. So I gotta try to stay ahead, but that's another story. But Will, so how long you had the birds?
I've been raising birds right now since 2001, so that's 22 years. And I got it from my brothers. My brothers got me going. You know, as a kid, I just took it to another level. And here I am now.
Yeah. So what birds you been playing with along the way, and where you at? What you working with now?
I done had it all. I done had from Higgins to Reed to Danny Owners to Jack and Nett. And then I just said, you know, I just started doing like people say, select and pick, select and breed. And I was selecting birds out the air and going to the guys that I see that was successful. And here I am now. So basically I have Paul Daniels, Kevin Monroe, and Rick Shaney. So, and I combine them, and that's where I'm at right now for the last 4 to 5 years now.
Will's been really coming on strong, making good progress, and again, supporting by stepping up and being RD. It can be tough in some of these regions, or any region, so we know that have done those jobs. So, all right, Will, anything you want to add before we kick them out? Or?
I just want to hope they do something in this heat.
Yeah.
You in the club, Will?
Yeah, SSRC, Secret Society.
Oh, that's right.
G section right here.
Yeah, I forgot that. Brothers, twins, so I get that. All right, Will. Well, thanks a lot for flying.
All right. Should I kick them on now?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. As he should. Warming up. Cool. Here we go. Save the best for last. we'd have been up by now.